Trump is seeking the crypto vote with a Bitcoin vow, and he's also promising the cheapest energy by increasing fossil fuel production through nuclear energy. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys. Available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Hi everybody, and welcome again to another episode of Enter Crypto with me, Chris Kenyon. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about Donald Trump. I mean, he's always in the news, isn't he? In this particular case though, he's endorsing crypto, or Bitcoin in particular. And he's also promising to get to have the cheapest energy, because he's going to increase fossil fuel production and also increase nuclear energy output from within the US. So as always guys, let's quickly read through this article. We probably won't get through it all, but we'll see what we can get through, and then we'll comment after. So former crypto skeptic Donald Trump has said he will be a pro-Bitcoin president if elected in November, pitching to an industry limited by US regulations. The Biden-Harris administration's repression of crypto and Bitcoin is wrong, and it's very bad for our country, Trump said to Cheers at a conference in Tennessee on Saturday. The ex-president likened crypto to the growth of the steel industry of 100 years ago and said Bitcoin stands for freedom, sovereignty, and independence from government coercion and control. Agence France-Presse reported. Mr. Trump said if he was in the White House, he would not allow the US government to sell its Bitcoin holdings. This will serve in effect as the core of the strategic national Bitcoin stockpile, Mr. Trump said. The proposal was more limited than one offered the day before by third-party candidate Robert F. Kennedy, who said he would seek to build a stockpile of 4 million Bitcoin. If we do not embrace crypto and Bitcoin tech, China will, and other countries will, they will dominate. And we cannot let China dominate, Mr. Trump said. If crypto is going to define the future, I want it to be mined, minted, and made in the USA. So this is obviously great to hear. I mean, he's at the Bitcoin conference in, I think it's in Nashville, in Tennessee, as this article said, but I think it's in Nashville in Tennessee. So, but, you know, the great thing, I mean, this is a great thing, but the really great thing about this is that we've got politicians talking about crypto, you know, and Bitcoin. That is brilliant, you know. They're now fighting for our votes. And I know obviously I'm from the UK and this is a US, US election and a US, about US news. But it's still Bitcoin, you know, and Bitcoin's global. So it's really interesting, because I've been in crypto a long time. For me to have, in the beginning, nobody cared about crypto and Bitcoin. Nobody, literally. It was just laughter. It was seen as like some kind of silly little internet token that was worth nothing. And now it's become something that actually we've got ex-presidents or former presidents coming to Bitcoin conferences, trying to get people to vote and saying good things about Bitcoin because they want people, let's not pretend he's a big Bitcoin maxi and he's into Bitcoin. He's not. You know, it wants their vote, but it's on the agenda. You know, it's being talked about at the highest level. I mean, if you like Trump or you dislike Trump, it doesn't really matter. He is at the highest level of politics, and so when he says things, people listen. People write about what he says, and if that thing is Bitcoin, then that's great. You know, that's great for us. And on top of that, we've now also got Robert F. Kennedy, who is also at the highest level. I know he's not a former president, but people do listen to him. He does get reported on what he says. Him also saying not just that, you know, Bitcoin's great and blah, 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 but actually saying that if he was president, he would buy Bitcoin. And, you know, if you had been in Bitcoin when I was, which I know many of you were, this seems totally incredible to hear, you know, that we've got these people that are running for president actually talking about Bitcoin like this. You know, it just was not even, you couldn't have imagined this before. And I think it's only going to get bigger and bigger, and it's just going to get more momentum. And in 2028, when they have the presidential election, then I think it'll be a real voting issue. You know, it will be so big, it will be a case of. Now, I also think, I don't think that they should, I don't think any government should ever sell their Bitcoin, just like their gold. I don't know why countries sell their gold or sell their Bitcoin. I mean, I know why they sell Bitcoin, it's because they don't take it seriously. But why countries sell their gold, I just, I can't understand why they do that. Unless they're absolutely desperate. I mean, the UK did it in at the end of the 90s under Gordon Brown. I made a video about it recently. And you're just like, apart from the price of gold going down after that, so it being a bad decision anyway, but just to, it's not even about the monetary value or the pound or dollar value of the gold, it's that you're selling something that's so valuable, especially if the country goes, into hard times, which it could easily, nobody knows the future. It's quite possible that a war breaks out somewhere. And, if the war breaks out and we've got no gold, how then on earth are we going to pay for the war? So anyway, there's lots to be said about that, and but yeah, overall this is a really, really great thing, and it just shows how big we've become now. Bitcoin and crypto are now important issues, so important that former presidents are coming to our conferences now to try and get us to vote for him, because there's so many of us, and he wants our vote. When I say our, I mean Bitcoiners in the US, obviously. I'm not in the US. So it's a really fantastic thing. It's really exciting to see. And it just makes me think, all I can think is, what's it going to be like in 2028 then? If it's getting like this. And then what about 2032? Can you imagine? It's going to be fantastic. So it looks really bright. And so that's what the article I've got for you today, guys. Good news. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. And I'll see you all next time.